Pythagoras is rather known for mathematics than for philosophy. Anyone who can recall math classes will remember the first lessons of plane geometry that usually start with the Pythagorean theorem about right-angled triangles. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. The earliest known formulation of the theorem was written down by the Indian mathematician Baudhayana in 800 BC. The principle was also known to the earlier Egyptian, Mayan, and Babylonian master builders. However, Pythagoras may have proved the theorem and popularized it in the Greek world. With it, his name and his philosophy have survived the turbulences of history. Pythagoras studied odd and even numbers, triangular numbers, and perfect numbers. Pythagoreans contributed to our understanding of angles, triangles, areas, proportion, polygons, and polyhedra. Pythagoras also related music to mathematics. He had long played the 7-string lyre and learned how harmonious the vibrating strings sounded when the lengths of the strings were proportional to whole numbers, such as 2 to 1, 3 to 2, and 4 to 3. Pythagoreans also realized that this knowledge could be applied to other musical instruments. Pythagoras is often referred to as the first pure mathematician. The son of a gem merchant, Pythagoras was born on the island of Samos, Greece, in 569 BC. Various writings place his death between 500 BC and 475 BC in Metapontum, Lucania, Italy. Aside from the geometric theorem he popularized, Pythagoras had many other interesting views and philosophies on numbers and their connection with our everyday lives, such as all things are numbers. The physical world can be understood through mathematics. Pythagoras also believed that numbers have personalities, characteristics, strengths, and weaknesses, and that both mathematics and music could purify. Mathematics is the basis for everything, and geometry is the highest form of mathematical studies. Some of the students of Pythagoras eventually wrote down the theories, teachings, and discoveries of the group, but the Pythagoreans always gave credit to Pythagoras as the master for the sum of the angles of a triangle is equal to 2 right angles. The Pythagorean theorem, which states that for a right triangle, the square on the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares on the other two sides, or as we know it, as side A squared plus side B squared will give you the hypotenuse squared, or c squared. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. The Babylonians understood this 1,000 years earlier. However, Pythagoras proved it. And last but certainly not least, the 5 regular solids. which include octahedron, cube, tetrahedron, dodecahedron, and icosahedron. It is believed that Pythagoras knew how to construct the first three, but not the last two.